Welcome back to math on this wonderful Wednesday, and we are moving away from measuring time. Like I said at the start of the week, we're going to be combining a few different units. So we're moving away from measuring just for today and tomorrow. We'll get back to different types of measuring next week, but before we do the rest of the measuring unit, it's important that you know the 2D and 3D shapes. So today we're going to talk about 2D shapes, and tomorrow we're going to talk about 3D shapes. So, what is a 2D shape? Well, you guys know this. If you don't, I'm very worried. But a 2D shape is any shape that can be laid out flat on a piece of paper. So these are examples of 2D shapes. We have rectangles, squares, circles, triangles, pentagons, octagons, hexagons, everything, okay? Ovals, all sorts, okay? You guys know this. You've learned it in KG, you learned it in grade 1, you learned it in grade 2, now you're reviewing it in grade 3. But today, we're not really, well, we are looking at 2D shapes, but we are specifically looking at polygons. So what are they? Well, a polygon is just a flat figure or shape that is made up of straight lines that are joined, okay? So flat means basically that it's a 2D shape. The straight lines, so it has to have straight lines. A polygon cannot be a circle or a half circle. The lines are straight. They don't have a curve at all. They're just straight lines. And then they have to be joined, okay? So it can't just be a line or an L, it has to all be together. So you could have, I'll show you one example of an L, and so like for instance, that is a polygon, but if I just had that, that's not a polygon. This is not a polygon, but this is, okay? If that's a little bit confusing for you, I've found some videos that can help. So if you do want to pause this video and go into the PDF to click the link to those videos, you can. Otherwise, let's keep going. So some examples of polygons are triangles, which have 3 sides, pentagon, 5 sides, heptagon, 7 sides. Quadrilateral is the word for 4-sided shapes. So that covers rectangles and squares and diamonds and kites and trapezoids and all sorts, okay? Parallelograms. So a quadrilateral is just any shape that has 4 sides. This is an important word for you to know, okay? Then we have hexagon, which have 6 sides, and octagons, which have 8 sides. So just in case you were still a little bit confused, okay? So remember, triangles have 3 sides, squares 4, pentagons 5, hexagon 6, heptagon 7, octagon 8, nonagon 9, and decagon 10, all right? You might need to know more than an octagon, but I doubt it. We'll find out. Okay, but remember that anything with 4 sides is actually also called a quadrilateral, which won't fit, so I'm gonna lateral, okay? So if we go back, a quadrilateral has 4 sides, and that covers a square, a rectangle, a diamond, all of the 4-sided shapes, okay? So we're gonna practice some. Basically, I just want you to tell me. We're gonna look and see how many it has, okay? Now, I don't want you to write this down. We're just gonna do it in your head. So the first one, it has 1, 2, 3 sides. So that is a triangle, okay? I'm just gonna put tria. What about the next yellow one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What's that one called? 5-sided shape is a pentagon. So I'm gonna put penta. Okay, what about this one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Hold on. 7? 7. What's a 7-sided shape? If we go way back here, remember it's a heptagon. It's 7, so I'll put hepta. Okay, and then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 sides. And that one is a nonagon. So I'll put nona. Okay? Now remember that even though it doesn't look like a triangle, this one, 1, 2, 3, is still called a triangle because it has 3 sides. Okay? So this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, will still be a pentagon because it has 5 sides. And what will this one be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 with 7 sides. A heptagon. Okay? And then the last one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 is going to be a nonagon again. Nona. Okay? So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Now your first thought is going to be, that's a square, which is, you are correct. So you can actually write square, but when we look over here, 1, 2, 3, 4, that's not a square, is it? Because a square has 4 sides that are all the same. So remember the other word that we can use for 4-sided shapes, which is a quadrilateral, right? So you should start thinking about quadrilateral being a 4-sided shape. So for square, you could have written that that was a quadrilateral as well. Okay, and you would have got that correct too. So the next one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What's the name of a 6-sided shape? Hexagon. And then let's check if this one, which is an odd shape, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one's also 6 sides. So that is also a hexagon, okay? Hopefully you guys are getting the hang of it. So let's see, this one's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's an octagon. And this one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Also an octagon, okay? So remember, it doesn't have to look like an octagon or the shape that we know to be called an octagon. It's still a polygon. It's just a weird shape, okay? But we're only looking at the sides. So the really most important thing for you to do is count the sides. So let's do the last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And if we go back to our list, we can see that that is called a decagon. So I'll put deca. And then this one, which kind of looks like a weird, I don't know, dog or something. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would also be a decagon. So even though they don't look the same, they're still called the same shape. So a pentagon is always going to be a shape that has 5 sides. A hexagon, always going to be a shape that has 6 sides. It doesn't matter if it looks like a normal pentagon shape that we've seen or a normal hexagon shape that we've seen, as long as it has the amount of sides that we're looking for and they are straight lines, okay? So now that we know all of their names, we need to figure out how to sort them, okay? And we've been sorting 2D shapes forever. I know we did that in grade 1, okay? Because I taught some of you that in grade 1. And now we're going to do it again in grade 3. But we're going to do something a little bit differently. So today we are starting with the first thing to do for sorting polygons, counting the sides. So let's start with this one. 1, 2, 3, 4. That has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you can already see that to sort them, remember we want to put the shapes that are similar together, okay? So I have 2 shapes that have 4 sides and 2 shapes that have 6 sides. So once I've sorted them and counted the sides, I'm going to separate them and I'm going to write a rule, okay? And you guys had rules for your patterns at the start of the year. So when we are writing the rule, all we're going to do is say, these ones are polygons with 4 sides, and these ones are polygons with 6 sides. So the rule is polygons with 4 sides and polygons with 6 sides. Pretty easy rule, right? Let's try this one, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4. That has 4 sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What do you think the rule is going to be for these shapes? I have 2 that are 8 sides and 2 that are 4 sides. So in your head, say the rule that you think it is. And remember our rule on this page. Hopefully you said polygons with 8 sides and polygons with 4 sides. That is our sorting rule, okay? So your job today is going to be to complete page 94 and 95 in your math practice and homework book, okay? If you desperately want to do page 92 and 93, you can, but it is a little bit tricky. There's only like 2 questions that you can answer. So, I mean, it's up to you if you really want to do that. But this is the page that I want you to focus on. So for question 1 on page 94, you need to write the rule. So remember, the rule is here, okay? And you're just gonna write it on the black line right there. That's it. So you're gonna count the sides on both ones. So you're gonna count the sides here, you're gonna count the sides here, you're gonna figure out how many sides they have, and then you're gonna write the rule on how we sort it. For page 95, you need to draw the polygon. So remember, polygon is just another word for 2D shape that belongs in the set, okay? So your first rule is going to be to count the sides, and then you are going to draw a shape that has the same amount of sides as those. And then you're going to tell me how you knew that shape to belong with this group, okay? I'll give you a hint. It probably has something to do with the sides. For question 2, what you need to do is draw 2 more polygons in each set. So you need to draw 2 in here and 2 in here, okay? And again, you need to count the number of sides. That's the most important and basically the only way to sort polygons properly. So you're going to count the sides and you're going to draw 2 more shapes. Try to make them look a little bit differently, but remember, they can be kind of funny looking as long as they're not curved edges. Remember, polygons need straight lines. Finally, number 3, you're going to sort them, okay? So remember how we sort them. We count the sides first, and then we write the rule. But for 3, you don't need to write the rule. You're just going to make a little line here, and you are going to have maybe something that says 4 sides, and I don't know, maybe 6 sides. Please count the sides, I'm just guessing. And then you're just gonna put the letters, so maybe that's A, maybe that's H, I don't know, maybe there's a third option. So you're just gonna try and group the numbers together. Maybe B goes here, please don't copy this. And then maybe like G, and then I don't know, F and E, let's say. So that's what you're gonna do. You're just gonna sort them into groups. If you want, you can even do circles and just put them in circles, the letters that go together, okay? You only have to write the letters. You don't have to redraw the shapes. And then always, the stretch you're thinking is a bonus question. So if you would like to do it, you can, but you don't have to. All right? So this is pretty easy, I think. So if you also think that, and if you did it in about 2 seconds, because I know that there's a lot of you who will look at this and be like, whoa, this is super easy. Just like you did yesterday with your estimating time, I actually had people commenting how easy the work was. So obviously I need to give you way more. So I'm going to give you some optional bonus work tomorrow. There's a quadrilateral hunt. Remember what a quadrilateral means. How many sides is that? 4, okay? And then there's a couple extra pages. So they're mostly just coloring where you have to sort them. So like for instance, in the second page, you have to color all the triangles. So that's a triangle. Remember, triangle has 3 sides. That's a triangle, that's a triangle. So there's 3, okay? That's what you need to do for that page. And then here, you just read it and you can check it off and be like, oh yeah, okay. So the first one, all of the shapes colored are they trapezoids or triangles? Well, I know they're triangles because they're 3 sides, so there you go, done. So those are some optional pages. So if you feel like you want to do a little bit more practice with 2D shapes, go for it. You finished, as long as you finished your work, then you can go right ahead and do that. Okay, and if you don't feel like doing more work there are some online games. I found 3 that will practice that as well. So if you would like to do the online games instead of doing the bonus papers, that is fine. I'm going to be sending you all of the pages through, and it's up to you if you want to do the optional bonus or the optional bonus games. And remember, you can also check out Prodigy. Otherwise, please complete page 94 and 95 in your math practice homework book. That is your one special math job today. So enjoy your 2D shape work. And keep it in mind for tomorrow. You'll be doing a different shape work exercise in math. So make sure that you get this done today.